Some of the world record holders have incredible times of less than 4 seconds. But they all use one method. Now, it's not the beginner method, because the beginner method would take too long to solve. They use a different method called CFOP, which stands for each of its steps. C stands for making the cross. F stands for F2L, or first two layers, which is making the edges and these corners. Or orientation of the last layer, which is getting O for OLL, or orientation of the last layer, which is getting a whole yellow face done. And the P, which stands for PLL, or permutation of the last layer. So you realign these pieces in their correct spot. In this video, we're going to learn how to do the first step, or the cross. Now, in the beginner method, you would immediately make a daisy by bringing all the white edges up to the top, then realigning them with their centers and bringing them down. Now, in reality, this is just too slow. So, you want to be doing it in a different method. First thing you want to be able to do is, if there is a white piece that is already connected to the white center, you want to make sure it's aligned with its center before you make any other moves. And also, if a piece is in the top layer and has a white edge connecting to the yellow center, then you want to realign it with its center easily, like in the daisy, and bring it down. But obviously, that's not the only situations that can happen. You're also going to need to learn what sledging is. So, sledging is when you get a white edge piece that's in the yellow layer that is flipped, and the yellow edge isn't touching the white center. So what you want to do is you're gonna want to move it to its center right here. Then you want to do this. Then you want to do this algorithm. You're gonna want to push it away, bring it down, push it down to the center, and bring this side back up. A tip: you don't need to bring this side back up if there is no white piece already connected to it. Like this situation. There's no white piece already connecting with orange, so you can just insert it, leave it there, and you don't have to do anything here. So if there's a piece that needs to be sledged in the bottom layer, you just turn it up to the top layer here and realign it with its center, and then repeat. Now, the last few situations you can get are ones where they are on the sides, like this situation. Now, as you can see, there's a white edge that's not touching the yellow center or the white center. So what you're gonna want to do is, if the colors are opposite each other, you're gonna want to connect it with its center across, bring this down, and if needed, bring this back. But obviously that isn't the case. As you can see, this color is not this color. So since these two colors are opposite and this one is not the green one, then we're gonna have to do a different algorithm. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring it to the side that it needs to be inserted, bring it down, and connect it back with its center. Let me just show you an example of the opposite colors. As you can see, you're going to need to bring this back, bring it down, and since there was a yellow piece connecting, you're going to need to bring it back down. Firstly, you're gonna try to put down two pieces in the cross at the same time. Likewise, when I was doing this, when I connected this, put this down, I could have, while I was bringing this back down, I could have moved it here, so I connect it with the green side, bring it down, and bring this red piece back up, rather than bringing this up and then having to sledge it. So, as we can start looking around, we can see that there are no white edges on the bottom. So we're going to start looking for the top, and we can see that we have two white pieces. So we're going to bring this one to its center. We're going to bring this one to its center, bring it down, and bring this one to its center, and bring it down. Now you can see this one is in the top layer, so we can sledge it into its side. And then it makes way for this one, which then we can also sledge in there. Let's do another example. So we're going to look for the bottom one. No white edges on the bottom. Top, no white edges on the top. There is one white edge here that needs to be sledged, and another one here, and same for the two bottom ones. So while this is perfectly positioned, I'm going to sledge it, and while I was sledging it, it makes a gap for this one, which then you can turn it to its center and bring it down. Now this one is in the center, and this is the opposite color to this, as you can see. So you can bring it back, bring this down, and as the white piece isn't connected here, you can just leave that. Again, this color is opposite that color, as you can see. So you want to bring it back, push it down, and the white edge has been connected with the center, so you want to bring it down. Make sure you keep practicing how to do the cross like this instead of doing the daisy and then bringing all the pieces down. As not doing this will help you drastically on your journey from becoming a beginner in the world of cubing to becoming an official speed cuber. Click on the next tutorial, which will be in the description, and which is where we'll talk about F2L. See you then.